everyone, welcome to our Mentor Spotlight series where we get to know the incredible mentors behind the Nepal-US AI Hackathon and what drives them to support the community. All right, so that said, I'm super excited to have Shivam Thakur, a machine learning engineer at Google, with us, and he's here to share a little bit about his experience. So thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you, Shreyas, for the very kind introduction. So, yeah,
Um,
hello,
so I guess,
everyone.
yeah, so let's dive straight into it and start all the way in the beginning, eh? Can you tell us a little bit about your journey? For example, where did it all begin and how did you end up here?
Where did it all begin? I think since school, I was very much into maths. I studied in Janakpur, and then I did my high school from Kathmandu, from St. Xavier's, and then I did my engineering in computer science and engineering. So since then, like I was very much into maths. I kind of like this area. And yeah, so I was after my undergrad from Chandigarh, I was working as a software engineer in SanDisk. So I was a software in the data analytics team. So you get exposed to some different kind of machine learning things and all of this, and slowly the interest starts building in, like, oh, okay, I can apply this thing like this, and how you can see things like statistics play around in real world and how much does it impact. So that was very interesting. So I think that kind of pulled me to do like a master's as well. So 21 I came to US to do masters. In masters I played around with everything. I was a intern at Amazon, I interned with New York Times. Like I did like a bunch of things, just trying around and see like gain experience from as many fields as possible and try to understand.
Right.
And in that process, I think I eventually started working a lot on LLMs, and that's how like one thing led to another, and yeah, kind of ended as a machine learning engineer in Google right now.
So just based on what I'm hearing, Amazon intern, right? New York Times, Google, these are like a lot of big companies that's hard for a lot of people to get in, right? So in that journey, like what's the biggest lessons you've learned from then to now?
Um, the big the one of the biggest lessons that I have learned is you're gonna fail 9 times out of 10, but it's all about that aiming it for that one time. That if you are lucky enough, that one time can be your first attempt. If you're unlucky, that can be your 19th out of the 20 series of attempts that you're doing. But like it's a numbers game. If you have confidence in yourself and you know you are learning from your mistakes, like don't repeat the same mistakes. Like I gave into when I was after I was done with my masters, I was interviewing for a lot of companies. I
Mhm.
interviewed with a lot of companies. Like I interviewed for Meta, for Amazon, and I was kind of slightly aiming for ambitious things. Like let's see how it works. Let's try to shoot for it. If it doesn't happen, we'll decrease our level, but let's try to see where I land over there. So when I interviewed for Meta and Amazon, I eventually realized, like, okay, I made very silly mistakes because of which I did not get it. If I don't make these mistakes, maybe things could have been better. So I think, yeah, that's the biggest lesson that I've learned. Like every time you try tough things, and if you're failing, understand why you're failing, understand what's the mistake that you made, and try not repeating the mistakes. After a while, your mistake list will eventually get over if you are working on it. So with time, you will start succeeding.
Wow. So Shivam, basically what I'm hearing is for everyone watching, it's okay to make mistakes, but then you have to learn from the mistakes and then move on.
Oh, obviously, it's okay to make mistakes. Like no one's successful in their first attempt. Like if you are, because if you are in your comfort zone, you won't make. But if you want to step out of your comfort zone, you will make more mistakes than you will succeed, and it's comfortably fine. Like there's nothing wrong in it. But that's the thing, you have to learn from it. So I think I had a very similar-ish experience as well. Like I graduated in. I graduated in August of 2023, and I got a Google offer in April of 2024. So for 6 months, I was kind of applying, interviewing. It was like, even though I had few things, like I had a few projects to work on at all point of time, it was not a full-time job. So I was kind of doing that again and again.
Wow. Well, speaking of comfort zones, let's switch gears, eh? So what made you say yes to mentoring the Nepal-US AI Hackathon, and what are you the most excited about
Um,
it?
see, mentoring is always fun because generally people come up with different sort of challenges. If you're coming with same sort of challenges, okay, I can give you my knowledge, I can help you grow. More often than not, I consider in this day and age 5 years is enough to be called a generation gap. So someone 5 years younger to me can see a problem in a completely different way, can come up with a completely different problem, and then it can be a good learning thing for me as well to try to bang my head and solve it. So that's why I wanted to see like how unique can people can get in trying to solve problems. If it's standard, obviously I'll be happy to help, like knowledge वगैरह कहाँ जाने, like I'm happy to share my findings on that. But if you come with a different problem, it will be a good learning curve for me as well. So it was kind of a win-win for me.
Uh,
So that's why I said like definitely, why not.
So for the participants, the side of the participants, what are you most excited to see from these individuals or teams that's going to be participating in this hackathon?
How are people thinking about applications? Like what's I have been into corporate now, so like, and I have been like my brain has been kind of zoned down to Gmail. So like my all of my applications revolve around Gmail and how to do things around it. So with these kind of things, it's always a very refreshing perspective to see, okay, what you are thinking of, how to apply it and how to come with it. So I'm kind of very excited to see what different application idea can people come with it.
Wow. And I guess and we're a little bit towards the end of the interview. Um, in this hackathon, we have even a seventh grader participating, right? So I'm guessing there's going to be so many different people. For them, it's their first time. It could be their second time. So for all these nervous participants, what's like one or two pieces of advice you'd give them?
Again, that's first of all, that's amazing that we have seventh graders participate. Fantastic. I remember in my time, all we used to have like, science fair in schools. All we did was that. So first of all, great job if you have seventh grader participants. And what I'll suggest is, yeah, I mean, be fearless in trying. Let's see what comes with it. And even if it's fail, it's completely fine. Like that's what I've been saying, like be completely fearless in trying. So let's come up with ideas, let's try to see how I can be of help, how we can implement it. Don't be shy in asking stupid questions. I don't think any question is stupid question. Like perspective matters a lot. I'll sit down, I'll try to explain as much as possible. But yeah, if you're keen in learning, like pick a topic, come, let's spend time together, let's see how we can build it. So yeah, all I will say is be fearless, and not just to me, to anyone. I think like all of the we have some great bunch of mentors here, like for all of them, like ask anything that you want. I think everyone will be very very happy to help. So be fearless with the ideas, come with stupid questions, come with brave questions, see what we can do with it. And yeah, it'll be fun.
Wow, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see our bunch do good things.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Shivam, for just sharing your story and a little bit of insights with the participants. Now, for the participants that's watching, we hope that you found this a little bit more inspiring and actually are ready to go. So we're lucky to have mentors like Shivam and more spotlights coming soon. Peace.